Welcome to GuideMia. Today we're going to talk about high-throughput aligner production for a lab with AlignerBot. Here's the trap every growing aligner lab walks into. To take on more cases, you hire more designers. And the more designers you hire, the less your cases look alike. The staging drifts, the attachments vary, and one restart can eat a week you didn't have. What if the volume didn't have to cost you the consistency? You know this squeeze. Growth means headcount, and headcount means the work stops matching itself. 3 designers, 3 ways to stage the same case. Meanwhile, every job still opens the same way, with somebody cleaning up a messy scan before the real work begins. And when a scan no longer fits mid-treatment, that's a week gone. None of it is design. All of it is the tax on scaling. So move the drudge off the critical path. On cympha, each case is handed to AlignerBot, and it fixes the model, sets the teeth, and stages the movement with nobody at the keyboard. That ships an Ortho Plus starter, not some premium add-on. Your team opens the case and starts where the judgment lives, at plan review, not at this scan still as holes. That's hours a week you stop spending on cleanup. And because the setup, the staging, and the attachments are produced the same way every time, the plan no longer depends on who happened to pick it up. That's the consistency you could never hire your way to. It's built in. A designer in their first week produces your lab standard, not their own. Uniform quality is what lets you sign all of it with pride. And this isn't just the simple cases. Extractions, implants, mini screws, space closure, bite corrections, they combine inside a single digital plan instead of becoming the one job that jams your whole week. Complex orthodontics stops being the work only your best designer can touch and starts being just another case in the queue. The routing runs itself too. A new case goes to whoever on your roster has the fewest open. The load spreads without anyone assigning it. And when a patient comes back for the next cycle, it lands with the designer who did the first one, because continuity beats balancing. Nobody walks the floor asking who has capacity. That coordinator job simply isn't a job anymore. Now, the part that used to wreck a week. When the aligners stop tracking, you don't rebuild the case from zero. On the case restart page, you load a fresh scan, name the last step that still fit, and the system finds the best match against the original plan and replans the route from there. Retainers come off the final stage the same way. Both live in Ortho Plus Enterprise. Rework stops being the thing that ruins your Thursday. Every plan still ends with a doctor, and here that's a clean handoff. The doctor opens your plan right in the browser, turns it in 3D, and asks whatever they need to ask in writing, right on the case. When they're satisfied, they approve it on the record. No phone tag. No yes buried 3 replies deep in an inbox. And every case quietly keeps its own history. Who did what, and when, in plain sentences as it happens. So when a plan is questioned months later, nobody reconstructs it from memory. The answer is already written down. That record is the difference between a case that comes back and one that goes out once. And it's the peace of mind you hand the doctor along with the plan. That's how a lab grows its aligner output without growing in proportion. The full step-by-step, page-by-page, is waiting for you at cympha.com in the cookbook section. Put the repetitive work on automation and keep the judgment with your technicians. The throughput is the business. The craft is still yours.